But rebooking is such an important part of growing your business, and it's a habit that I really want to try and get home into you today, because it makes your salon more organized, it makes you have more consistent money coming through the bank, it builds your confidence, and it's just like win-win for everyone. But it's often such an important part of growing a business that's overlooked. And I am so thrilled to see you once again at our Facebook Live today. So today we're going to be talking about something so important, which is often really overlooked, and that's getting your clients to rebook. Now, I'm going to talk about this today, and I'm going to talk about making a rebooking culture. Now, what is a rebooking culture? So, it's when your clients come to your salon or your lash room, whatever lash space it is that you've got, and rebooking is the norm. So when you go somewhere and you've never been there before, the way that they interact with you and the way that they sort of put things in a certain way can influence how you behave and influence how you act the next time you go there. So you kind of think, oh, everyone does this when they go there, I guess that's just what you do, I'll do that when I'm there. So we want to put rebooking in the forefront of their mind, and we can do this in a couple of ways, which is what I'm going to get into in a minute. But I want to explain to you why it's so important to get into the habit of rebooking. So I'm just going to go to my notes 1 second. So number one, it's going to give you peace of mind. So when you see a schedule that's got loads of bookings already in it, you've got your deposits paid, I know you're going to feel so much better. I know I felt so much better. It's so scary when you're starting out, or even when you're like established for a while and you look at your schedule and it's not as full as it could be, or as you want it to be, or as you need it to be. And when you've got a booked up schedule, I also always take deposits, and that just gives me so much less financial stress for the month. I know that I've got my rent paid. I know that I've got all the money I need for my food shop, my bills, my credit card bills, my holidays, all the things that are important to me that I like to pay for. And it gives you greater job and financial security, and you can't put a price on that. And especially if you're thinking about wanting to change careers and you're not doing lashes at the moment, and you're thinking, right, you know, this time in 6 months, I want to just leave this job and I want to be lashing full time. If you know you've got clients that are always rebooking and you're making near enough, or maybe even close to what it is you're making in your current job, and you know that you're getting that consistently through your rebooking culture, it's going to make making that jump so much easier to the next career. And like, I had a complete career change. Quick bit about me: I used to work in radio, like I used to edit documentaries, I used to do like live broadcasts at music festivals. Like, I had a complete career change, and the reason why I changed to lashes was because I knew that I could charge a high amount of money for my time, I could have a better work-life balance, and also I'd be surrounded by really lovely women all day, you know, and I love having a good old chat, and I love being surrounded by women doing things, or, you know, just like hanging out basically. And that is what lashes is when I'm lashing most of the time. It's just hanging out, having a good chat, and I'm getting paid like 60 to 75 pounds per hour for it. I'm just like, win-win. And you can have that too. But I digress. Another reason why rebooking is so important, because it makes your salon appear more desirable. So if people are, you know, booking for you for the first time, they're seeing slots booked up, they're like, oh, she's busy, she's good. And also, if you're in a salon and they're like, oh, make sure you book, because if you don't, you might not get an appointment, you think, damn, this salon's like got its thing going on, it's doing good, I better like keep up my side if I want to get another appointment here. So Another thing it does is it builds better client relationships when your clients are constantly rebooking, because I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you can get your clients to rebook. But what it does is it builds relationships, it builds trust. It also has the client's lashes lasting longer, which is going to make them feel better, which is going to make them be a better walking advertisement for your services. I mean, right now I've got about 4 lashes on each eye hanging on for dear life as we are in lockdown at the moment. So when people are like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do lashes. And if you've got like a few hanging off, it doesn't look so great. But if you've got your clients looking great all the time and they're going to work and the people at work are seeing them with their lashes looking fantastic all the time, or their best friend or their housemate, their sister, it's just like the best advertisement for you as well. And that gives you a better reputation. Now, it's not all just about us, it's about why this is good for the client. Now, I want you to really think about what I'm telling you now, because this is what you're going to relay back to the client in order to get them to rebook. So, it means they're going to have their lashes done all the time. Now, I know that sounds a bit obvious, but what happens when you have your lashes done all the time? You wake up feeling amazing. You don't feel the need to wear as much makeup. If you're tired and you're not feeling good, you still look really good. And it gives you that confidence. It's that confidence that you can't almost put it into words. When you've got your lashes done, you've got a spring in your step, you put yourself forward, you might hold that bit more eye contact with your partner or someone that you're flirting with, and like you'll feel more like together. And we all know, and we can all admit, when you look better, you do feel better, and that does come across in your everyday actions in your everyday life. So if people have their lashes done all the time, they're going to have that extra boost with them all the time, yeah? And give them incentive when it comes to rebooking. So we're going to talk more about how you can get your clients to rebook. So one, we've basically just told them, I maybe would frame it a little bit differently, like, hun, I want to make sure that you're always feeling your best with the lashes, and we just want to keep them maintained. Did you want to book another infill for 2 weeks time so we can make sure that we get you in? And another thing you can say is, if you book in with me today, we're running a little promotion where you're going to get an extra 5 minutes lash time on the end. Or for everyone that books, because we're really trying to encourage people to rebook because people are missing slots due to us getting booked up, and we always want to look after our regulars first. If you rebook today, I'm going to give you £5 off your next infills. Now, I understand if you're new starting out and you might be like, I don't have £5 that I can let off of my infills, like £3, give them an extra 5 minutes, give them a hand massage, like just say anything. Or in all honesty, hun, raise your prices by another £5, but you can raise your prices by another £5, and then you tell all your clients that are already coming to you that if you book your infills today, you'll get £5 off. So it will just be like the old prices. There's all these little moves you can do. And I think with a lot of you will need to raise your prices anyway, but that is a Facebook Live for another day. And okay, another way you can get them to rebook is you can send them an email. Now, I do this in my salon. I send them an email which goes to them exactly 24 hours after the appointment and says, hey, if you rebook in the next 24 hours, you're going to get £10 off your next lash infill. Now, I understand £10 is a lot of money, but I charge about £60 for my infills, going up to 90, so I can afford to lose £10. What I'd much rather have is my schedule pre-booked. And another way that you could do it is maybe if you haven't got that kind of sophisticated booking system that sends emails like that, send them a text message. Send them a text message in 3 days. Hiya, how you doing? I hope you're getting on well with the lashes. It was so lovely to see you the other day. My schedule seems to be getting quite booked up. Would you like me to book you in for 2 weeks time at the same day, or 3 weeks time at the same day? We're also running that promotion when we get £5 off. So let me know if you want to do it. If not, no worries. Like, I look forward to seeing you next time. But reach out, like, people are busy. If you reach out to them and make it easy for them to rebook, they're like, all right, sweet. They can just text you back like, oh yeah, that's great. Or, oh, can we do Sunday? Or da 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 da. people get busy in their lives, and like once they get home they have so many other distractions, and like a lot of people aren't on top of their rebooking as they should be. You almost need to, like, well, you need to train them. And for those that are a bit slack, this is making it so easy for them to get that next appointment. And what it's going to do is it's going to stop that dreaded last minute panic to get an infill and you're already booked up. And then they've got that awful week in between when they can come and their lashes look crap. And like, this is another thing you can say to them, "Hun, I want to make sure that you don't, and let me try and think how to put this. I'm just on the spot a bit now. I want to make sure that you're not in a rush at the last minute to get your appointment, and like you can get it at a time that suits you best. You want to make it like you're helping them out, which you are, but it's like a two-way street. Everybody wins, if that makes sense. But rebooking is such an important part of growing your business, and it's a habit that I really want to try and get home into you today, because it makes your salon more organized, it makes you have more consistent money coming through the bank, it builds your confidence, and it's just like win-win for everyone. But it's often such an important part of growing a business that's overlooked. But if you haven't already seen this week's YouTube video, and if you haven't been on our YouTube channel, it's called LW Society. Our Facebook group is called LW Society, and each week we post a video, and then what we do is we discuss it in the Facebook Live, and we discuss it even further in the Facebook group, so we can find out what you're doing in the salon, we can give you feedback, and it's just like a really nice girl collective where we're all supporting each other and we're all just raising each other up. But as I was saying, in this week's YouTube video, I go into detail even more about how to rebook, a rebooking strategy, and it's got a rebooking checklist for you, which is free. You can download it, have it on your phone, print it off, and it's got some different points that you can implement straight away into your salon. So you can get rebooking starting as soon as possible. Yeah? All right, my ladies, that was my main topic that I wanted to discuss. But as always, you've been sending in your FAQs, and I love reading them. I love answering them. I mean, if you don't know so much about me, I've had a lash salon for like 7 years now. We win awards. I work like 4 days a week. I make like over £1,000 a week. Like, life's good, and I'm here to share the lash knowledge with you. So, a lot of people have been talking about Christmas. I love Christmas. Yesterday I decorated the salon for Christmas. I thought, I'm going to get in there early. It's COVID, we're in lockdown. I need to cheer myself up. And a lot of people are saying, should you give your lash clients Christmas presents? Now I do. I call them my OGs, which are my super regular clients that come every 2 weeks, or my LVL clients that come every 6 weeks. They're like super consistent. I'll always give them a present. Now, what I tend to do is about a month or so around this time, I start hunting for bargains, and I'm going to show you this really cool bargain that I found. I'm just going to like unhook my mic 1 second. So I'm back. Right. In my salon, I always burn. Let me put my mic on, say that again so you can hear me. In my salon, I always burn really beautiful essential oils, and it makes the salon smell amazing. Now, I was in a shop the other day and found a beautiful essential oil burner. What you do, for those that don't know how these work, you put a little candle in here, and then you put a few drops of essential oil with some water. You just light it, and it makes the room smell amazing. Now, guess how much I found this for? £1 from Poundland, and it looks incredible. It's like proper ceramic, really beautiful. So if I'm really honest, I normally go to Poundland about a month before and have a look, because they have fantastic things in there. And then I'll like buy some nice little candles and essential oil. So I'll probably spend about £3 per client, but I wrap it up in some tissue paper, and it looks like I've spent so much more. Like, just be smart about how you're doing it. Don't offer them £10 off. Don't offer them £5 off. That's too much. Like, just go and find them a really pretty little gift. Like, get them some chocolate, like, whatever. like just you need to sort of use your imagination. You need to be a little bit creative, or if not, go on eBay. Like eBay has loads of beautiful candles, all these things. Like there's great little stocking fillers you can get without breaking the bank. And then I always give them a Christmas card as well. I'm quite sad. What I normally do is I dress my son up in some sort of Christmas themed ensemble. So when he was a baby, he was dressed as a reindeer. This year he's going to be an elf. And I'm like that really cringy mum that makes her child into a Christmas card. So they normally get that as well, which you don't need to do. And that always goes down really, really well. And what I also do is I email everyone out and I offer gift cards. So a lot of people want to get Lash credit as gift cards, you know, as Christmas presents for themselves. So it's really worth something worth thinking about offering. So I'd say about 6 weeks before Christmas, I email my clients and say, hey guys, just to let you know, we are doing gift cards if any of you want to ask for those for Christmas. And the way that my gift cards work are with my booking system I use Over2, they have a gift voucher section. And like people can you can just give them the link, they can give their link to their friends and family, and people can buy them a gift card for whatever any amount that they want. But what I used to do back in the day, which is really old school, is I used to go on Canva. If you don't know Canva, it's fantastic. Canva. We'll make sure we put the links to all these things in the comments. Yeah, if you go on Canva, I used to like make like they were like gift certificates to say, oh, 1 LVL or 1 infill or £20 voucher. And then I used to save them and then I used to send them in an email, and I used to just kind of make a mental note that that person had this much. And I used to get boyfriends buying stuff. I used to get mums buying stuff. I mean, it was a lot more work back and forth rather than just sending them to my website and my booking form. But it's also something worth thinking about. And, you know, you might say to me, yeah, but Becky, like, I don't email my clients. I don't know what my clients' emails address are. All these things, these are things that you need to be starting to think about so that then you can market and promote your business better. Yeah, so you want to start keeping a record of your clients' email addresses so that when you have things like this, you can send them these emails. I mean, my clients know me so well. They know already what my Black Friday deals are every year because they're the same. They know every year that I can do Christmas vouchers and gift cards. Like, I've trained them to expect these things. And then because I'm consistent with them, every year they're really, really popular. Or they might be like, oh, I forgot that you could get gift cards. I mention it throughout the year with Christmas coming up. I say to the clients, oh, you know, hun, we're, you know, doing gift cards if you did want some, or da 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 da. And it's just constantly training it and building. Yeah. But that is, I think, everything that we need to talk about Christmas today. Now, next question. What music to play in your salon? So, I play really nice chilled music. So, I have Spotify Premium. And what I did one time was like I made a playlist of all my favorite kind of chilled music, chilled songs. And then what happened is, based on what I'd already listened to, Spotify would then do playlist recommendations, and the playlist recommendations would always be like really beautiful, chilled, like very similar music to the one that I'd already made on my playlist. So I definitely recommend getting Spotify. But I understand if you don't want to spend any money, you don't have any money, like that's fine, don't worry. What I used to do in the early days when I really wanted to encourage them to sleep, when I was new to lashing and not that good, yeah, gonna be honest, not that good. So I didn't want them to talk so I could just concentrate on lashing. I used to download free podcasts. So what you can do is download like free spa music podcasts or like meditation or like chill out mixes. And I used to just play them off my phone, just play them on repeat, and they're completely free. And I used to have one which was so funny. It was like this cosmic chill out space. I don't know, like where I got it from, but it just used to send everyone to sleep. It was really good. But once I got some money going through the bank, I went and treated myself to Spotify so that I could just listen to nice music all day. And especially coming from a radio background, like I love music, and I can't believe like most days I'm just like chatting or my clients are sleeping and I'm just listening to music that I love. I'm just like, that's why I love my job. But Okay, next question, which leads on quite nicely from it, is should I talk to my clients? Now, this depends on a couple of things. Can you lash well and talk to your clients at the same time? Now, I'm going to keep it 100% real with you. When I'm having a good old chat and I'm having a good old laugh, which I do tend to do with most clients, I'm probably lashing at about 80%. If they're completely asleep and they're like not moving, then like I can lash at 100%. I will lash better. So that is something to think about. However, I have been lashing for years, so I can lash really quickly. I'm quite confident I can kind of lash without thinking about it, but I know in the beginning it wasn't like that. So if that is the case for you, I would encourage your clients to sleep. I wouldn't talk too much, but I would talk a little bit. And I talk a little bit at the beginning and I talk a little bit at the end. So, what you can always do is just be super polite, super nice. And if you don't want to talk and you're not sure how you can say that, you can go, do you know what? I just want to make sure that I can give you the best lashes possible. So, I'm just going to stop talking for a bit. Feel free to have a cheeky snooze. Just use this time to kick back and relax and stop talking and just let them fall asleep. If they do keep talking to you, you can answer, but like answer and don't answer politely, but don't like carry on the conversation, if that makes sense. Yeah, so just be like, oh, have you been doing lashes? I'm like, oh yeah, no, I've been doing it for about a year. Finish. Not, oh, what do you do? Which is what I would say now when I have a new client. um, but as your confidence grows, and if you want to chat to your clients, chat to your clients. Like, oh my God, I know the reason why people come back to me and they don't go to that new salon down the road. Is because they want to have a chat with me. They want to have a catch up. And I'm like an elephant. An elephant never forgets. I remember all their lives and all the random holidays that they've been on, and then boyfriends and this job and crazy housemate. So I'm always like, is that crazy housemate still there or whatever, you know? Um, so it's such it can be such an important and really lovely way to like build those clients' relationships and to build that know, like, and trust factor, which is the reason why people will keep coming back to you. So yeah, my answer is, should I talk to my clients? Yes, if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine, but still be really professional and friendly and create a really nice, warm impression of you, if that makes sense. Yeah? Awesome. And one other question, which I liked, which is more on the technical aspect of things. Someone wrote in, what magnifying glasses do you wear? Now, I know loads and loads of people are wearing these like big concoctions with like these lights flashing over and these long things that hang over. And girls, you don't need them. You can buy reading glasses, and reading glasses are magnifying glasses, and you can choose how big of the strength is. So if you go like plus 0.5, that's like a little bit magnifying. If you go plus 1, that's loads. And you can get some really cute glasses. I got these really nice ones from Amazon Prime, which looked really smart, really cute. They just look like real glasses. They were like £13 or something, and they got sent the next day, and I had 3 pairs. So I'm going to put the link to those as well down below. But guys, that's all the questions that I got in this week. If you've got any more, please do send them in, because I love to hear them. I love to answer. If there's any topics you want to talk about, be sure to hit me up. And also, be sure to come join our Facebook group, LW Society, and subscribe on our YouTube, just because you will never miss a video, and all we've got is amazing good stuff in store for you to help you grow your lash business. Yeah. All right, guys, well, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.